I don't have an environment to speak in English. This problem is faced by almost every English learner. So today I'm going to tell you what you can do if you don't have the right environment to practice and improve your English. But before we jump to the solution, let's check if the solution will work for you or not. Let's say there are two groups of learners. The first one, who have people or friends who can speak in English around them, but that environment is not really helping them because they think that those people will judge them for their mistakes, because they are at a point in their career where they just can't afford to make a mistake. For example, they can't afford to make a mistake during a business meeting, or while giving a presentation, or while having a conversation with their boss or a colleague. They have an image to protect. So to sum it up, there is an English speaking environment, but it is a fear-induced one, where they just can't be themselves while speaking in English, and they cannot afford to make a mistake because they are in a professional setting and their reputation is at stake. Now moving on to the next group. These people come from a non-English background, like someone who has studied at a regional board. They struggle to find people with whom they can talk in English. They are excited to have a conversation in English, but they have no one around them with whom they can talk. They have no one who can offer them guidance. These people, when they graduate and join companies, they get a chance to converse in English. But then again, due to peer pressure and due to the pressure of being judged for their mistakes, they don't speak in English. So what do you observe from these two cases? That even if you have people around you who can speak in English, it does not mean that it is a favorable environment for you to learn and grow. You need an environment where you are comfortable in making mistakes and you are learning from each and every mistake. You get a constructive feedback without the fear of being judged. Now coming to the core of the video. I believe there are two ways in which you can build an English speaking environment for yourself. And today I will not only tell you the two ways, but I will also tell you the pros and cons of each method. Starting with the first one, I call it a community solution. In this approach, you have to make a group of friends, say about 2 to 4 friends who are equally excited to learn and to speak English as you are. You have to practice on a daily basis. You can do activities like debate, presentation, book reading, or a regular day-to-day conversation. And if you want maximum benefit from this, you have to practice regularly for at least 1 hour, where in a group of 4, each of you can get 15 minutes each to speak. And then at the end, you can give each other a constructive feedback about mistakes and ideas to improve those mistakes. Now, the pros of this method is that it is totally free. And the biggest con is that since you all are struggling to improve your English, there are chances that you will not be able to catch all the mistakes made by each other. And you might speak incorrect English thinking that it sounds right. But don't worry, our next option is something that you can easily choose if the community solution method does not work for you. Solution number 2. Talk with experts at Ingvarta. The Ingvarta application gives you an environment where you can talk with live English experts over a phone call regularly to practice your English speaking. These experts are working professionals. They have the experience and they can guide you on how to communicate in different situations. These experts will help you to correct your mistakes. They will help you to improve your English, be it grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, or sentence structure and formation. They will help you to achieve your English learning goals. For example, practicing for IELTS or preparing yourself for an interview. Now, if I talk about the pros, this platform is completely anonymous. That means you do not have to reveal your identity. It works for you when and where you want it. You can plan your speaking sessions according to your convenience. And finally, it prepares you for the real world, because in the real world, we just don't talk to one person. We talk to different people. We talk to many people. Similarly, the app connects you with different experts so that you can get a real world experience. Ingvarta helps you to get comfortable with English as a language and not with a person. Because it happens many times that when we talk to a new person in English, we get nervous. But don't worry, Ingvarta takes care of that. And now talking about the cons. Ingvarta is a premium English practice application for serious learners. You have to buy a practice plan in order to connect with an expert. So if you are a working professional, or you're preparing for an interview, or you're preparing for IELTS, Meaning, if English is really important for your career, then this app is highly recommended for you. Besides these, there are other activities that you can also do to create an English speaking environment for you. The first one, listen to English music. If you are new, then start with pop music. I personally do this a lot, where I sing the lyrics of my favorite song along with the music. First and foremost, it is a great stress buster. And secondly, it will help you to improve your pronunciation a lot. The second activity that you can do is watch movies in your regional language. For example, movies in Hindi, Tamil, Telugu with English subtitles. This trick will help you to find out how to say a sentence that is in your native language in English. And believe me, this trick is really helpful because you are entertaining yourself and you're learning something along with it. So you always don't have to watch English movies to improve your English. You can try this method as well. The next thing that you can do is watch English news, web series, shows, or movies. This will help your brain to absorb a lot of English content. See, when you will consume English, you will deliver English as well while communicating. Listening helps your brain to learn sentence structure, information, and the correct pronunciation of words. But you have to practice. So try this activity. While watching your favorite show in English, turn on the subtitles and repeat the dialogues as they happen. And then after some time, you will see it is quite natural to speak like your favorite character. Read, 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 and read. Reading helps a lot to open up your brain to possibilities that are beyond your everyday English conversations. If in case you do not like reading, then you can skip it. It is not super important as far as you're doing other activities like listening to music and watching English content. However, reading has its own benefit. One of them is improving your imagination and getting introduced to creative ways of expressing your ideas. And the last activity is self-talk. Well, we do a lot of self-talk and that is mostly in our mother tongue. But what if you do it in English? Just try it. At first, it will be very annoying, but soon you will start enjoying it. Soon, English will become your default language for self-talk. There are countless pieces of advice that I have, but I don't want to confuse you. Just remember, English is a language, so enjoy it and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Make as many as you can and learn from them. Just believe in taking baby steps because that's how you grow. If you found this video helpful, then give it a thumbs up. I will see you in my next video. Till then, take care and happy learning.
Ingvarta, your English practice playground. No judgment, only motivation and constructive feedback. Join today.